Take two.
This is Stephen, the Disney Drago Robinson. You're watching the one and only Sporting Icon. Bow!
Stephen, it's been a couple of weeks since I've seen you. How's everything?
Well, it's good. It's good. Just getting back, getting back into it, and yeah.
So we're here at the Wrighton Gym in Wrighton.
Wrighton Gym.
Wrighton Gym in Wrighton.
Really, I'm dyslexic.
Yeah.
Call it what you want.
Yeah, it's a nice little place, this one, isn't it?
Oh, it's perfect. It's been here for a long time. And unfortunately, it was going to shut down, and a couple of local lads decided it's too old to do that, and they got the fundraising together and they reopened it. So good on them, because what people don't realise is without the grassroots coaches in any sport, there wouldn't be these types of clubs being able to stay open.
Well, they've got a couple of fighters, got Sophie and that, who's going to be making their pro debut on November the 4th in Middlesbrough. Are you coming along to that one?
Yes, depending whether or not I'm in Dortmund. Plan on going a few days early and seeing a bit of Germany, and maybe popping to see some of my mum's family. So I'm just waiting on to find out when I'm going to go to Dortmund, whether or not I'll be there. Hopefully I will, because one of me old allies is fighting on it. So yeah. Two of them. So there'll be two of me old fighting partners on the show as well.
Yeah, of course, you're talking about like a Phil Williams. He's taken on your pal William Howe, and Mark Webster's taken on Nick Campbell. Who's going to win them fights?
Obviously, I'm going to go with the Geordie lads, Borough lads, fake Geordies. I think Webster will be far too quick for Nick. Stays away from boxes him. We need to see what Nick's like after the defeat, but obviously I'm rooting for Webber, and Will, I think, will do a good job on Phil, and Phil will bring it to Will, and I think that's what Will needs. His last opponent just went on the back foot, and I think Will prefer somebody to come to him, and I think you'll see a good Will Howe on the 4th of November.
Now, since like your last fight, in fact even before, I suppose I could say it, you've had AIDS.
I've had pretty much. I went on the heroin diet. I've been really bad with E. coli. I've got down to pretty much cruiserweight. I was planning on calling Babbage out and all those, but yeah, it wasn't nice. 8 weeks, got down to 94.5 kilo. 8 weeks of being out of the gym. It was tough. It was tough physically. It was tough mentally, and we're only just starting to pick it back up this week. But what doesn't kill what makes us stronger, and we'll push on and we'll move forward.
I say that you're looking a lot more fitter than what I've seen you over like the last few weeks now. Are you hoping to be back before the end of the year?
Mentally, I'm ready. Mentally, I'm ready, but physically, it's down to obviously Giuseppe and Mark, the manager, to decide on whether or not I'm ready. And because if I got a call to fight next week, mentally I would, but they've got a duty of care, and they know that I'm not a shadow of myself, and I'm back up to 104 kilos, so we're putting the weight back on correctly, and I am obviously hoping to start sparring in the next few weeks, get back in, start getting the rounds back in, and we'll go from there. We'll decide where we're at, and it's all good doing your runs and your cardio and your pads, but nothing replicates sparring. So we need to get back in the ring. After the Franklin fight, we had injuries. We had a broken elbow. We had a 5-month camp leading up to that fight, and I was exhausted. And then we caught E. coli a week after that fight. So it's been a barricade of shit news, but we'll live on, we'll move on. Fortunately, I've got a great team and great sponsors around us to keep us going, keep pushing us forward. So a big thank you to them, and we'll look to go again, and you know, we'll look to carry on the journey and keep going.
All right, let's finish up with a couple of quick predictions for you. KSI versus Tommy Fury. Who's winning tonight?
Tommy Fury, I think, will stop him in a couple of rounds. I think he'll underestimate his power, and we're seeing, you know, he comes from a fighting background. There's no denying. Listen, he's a pretty boy. He's a good-looking kid, so he's gone to that side of the sport, and fair play to him. He's making double the amount that he would have ever made doing you know, little Frank Warren shows on undercards of big shows. So fair play to Tommy, but the kid can box, and it's quite apparent the kid can bang. So I think Tommy stops him in a couple of rounds.
And the baddest versus baddest, Tyson Fury versus Francis Ngannou, the fight of the year, the classic.
Let's just look forward to the fight in December or January. What's going to happen after that? And you know, there's listen, Ngannou can obviously bang. It's quite apparent he can bang. It's well known that he's a very, you know, hard hitting person. But what's he going to be like in there? And well, when fighting mixed boxing, it'll be interesting, because if Tyson underestimates him and gets caught with a massive shot, then obviously, you know, he's going to get hurt, or potentially cut, and the main fight, Usyk, you know, versus Tyson, could be postponed, or could be an excuse to make Hrgovic mandatory if it runs into, if it's a nasty cut. We've seen Tyson's been cut already. He'll be sustainable to a cut. So will it be? You know, hopefully that doesn't happen, and we can get the Usyk and Tyson fight and get me out. It's wherever Usyk is. Hopefully not Ukraine or Poland, somewhere cold. I want to be somewhere warm for the winter. So yeah, I think I'm looking forward to the Logan Paul and Dillon Danis fight as well, because I know Dillon can take a shot, and I've seen a couple of knockouts off Conor McGregor. So I think Logan Paul, if you're a betting man, I would take Tommy Fury rounds 1 to 2 and Logan Paul rounds 1 to 2.